Hello, what's going on guys? It's Visxosity. Today I'm going to teach you guys how you can get into your own Minecraft server, basically for almost any version of Minecraft. There will be obviously small little changes here and there that you might have to do, but for the most part it should be the same process for almost any version. So, anyway, the first step, you're going to want to create a new folder. I'm just going to put random letters and shit. And then you're going to want to go ahead and go to getbucket.org. So you could just go ahead and paste it, boom, right here at the main website. You're going to go ahead, come here to downloads. You could either choose vanilla, spigot, or craft bucket. Now, there's two reasons why you'd be creating this server. One, so you have a local server, so that way you can play your world in it, but with like plugins and such, which you wouldn't want spigot or craft bucket for. Or you want to play with your friends at, just in a survival world with or without plugins. I don't see anyone honestly really selecting the vanilla just to play by themselves when all they have to do is just create a new world. The only reason I'd see you using this by yourself without anybody else playing with you is for, like I said before, plugins. But me, I personally play with other people, so I'm just going to select vanilla, but the process is relatively the same for all of them. And the version we're going to be using is 1.8.9, but it should be the same for every single version here. Now, go ahead and select your version and hit download. And then click on the server.jar. Then you could just save it to your desktop. And then that'll finish in a second because of there's a lot of files within this here. So yeah, there's a lot of files within this folder or jar file. So it's gonna take a second no matter how small it is, just because of the number of files. But it'll be done soon. My computer is pretty fast, I'd like to think, so you know, it still takes me a little bit of time in order to actually get it done. But there, it's done now. Now we can come over here and drag that into our folder. So now we have server.jar. Okay, so now you're gonna need your router's admin and password to log in. I'll get into more of that later if you're gonna want to play with other people. But we're going to start off with just how to get the server configured. You're going to want to go and create a new text document in that folder and just leave it. Now, these RAM codes will be down in the description. You could have 1 gig of RAM, 2 gigs, 3 gigs, or 4 gigs of RAM for your Minecraft server. I'm going to choose 4 because I got 16. And we're just going to go ahead and come into this text folder. So, there's going to be changes to this code, of course, okay? This part you don't want to touch, as well as this part, and this part up here. Okay, the only part you're going to want to touch is this beginning part right here, and just type server, because that's the name of this. This right here is just the name of this jar file in this folder here. And then the only other change that you'd want to do is NoGui with the N and G being capital. This will probably most likely be already fixed in the description anyway, so you probably won't have to do it. But you still might have to change this around, you know what I mean? So now that that's done, you're gonna go to File, Save As, and then Start.bat. BAT and hit save, and then close that, and then you can go ahead and delete that text file, and then you could just empty it, whatever. Now you're going to be able to double click on this, and it's just going to run real quick and then stop, because as it says here, starting Minecraft server, loading properties, does not exist, generating new, and then failed to load EULA, and you need to accept the EULA. Okay, so just close that, double click on the EULA TXT, and then go to where it says false right here next to the EULA equals, and just type true, X, save. That should be done. Now run it again, and basically you're done. If you're just trying to play by yourself, I would recommend having Wi-Fi for the first time you set it up. I believe you need to, but if not, probably not. But only reason why I say it is because of two things, and I'll get into those eventually. But now that that's done, you can go ahead and start Minecraft 1.8.9 or whatever version you selected, and just go ahead, wait for it to start. Here we go. I got Forge on, so it's going to take me a little bit. Oh, and that's full screen. We don't want it full screen. Go to multiplayer, delete. And then we're going to hit direct connect, and you're going to type localhost, all lowercase, no spaces, and hit join. Now you're in your own server. You come here, it says Viscosity, join the game, earn the achievement. Wait, taking inventory. Oh, that's because I got out of here. Oh, another beautiful jungle. See, these worlds be beautiful at times. But yeah, flying's not enabled. So you could change all that. But now that you're connected, you realistically don't need to have this on no more. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Well, now I'm connected and disconnected anyway. You're going to go ahead and double click on the server properties file. Now, if you can't double click and get it into Notepad, just right click, hit open with, and find Notepad. Always use that to open property files. And now here, spawn protection, you got spawn protection, max tick time, generator settings, force game mode, you know what I mean, all these options. Now for flight, allow flight, just put it on true, just like that. And then online mode, so you can play offline as well without a Wi-Fi connection, and then just hit save, turn that to false like I said, and hit save. And then to prove it, I'm just going to turn off my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is off, not connected. And now let's start the server. Boom, boom, boom. All done. Now direct connect again, localhost. Kablam. In here still with the localhost. Now, you could play this server offline whenever you want, like with your plugins or whatever, if you so choose. I don't see why anyone would run a vanilla server just to play on it like this, normal, when they could just create a new world. But I mean, hey, to each their own. Anyway, that's pretty much it. If you're trying to run like a spigot or whatever, that's just pretty much it to get the server running. You're obviously gonna have to go and find how to get plugins and how to get them in there. I personally don't use spigot servers, so I wouldn't know. Will possibly learn it just so I can make another tutorial for you guys. But let me know if you'd be interested in that. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much it. You're pretty much done. Now here we could just type stop. Boom. Boom. And now on to the second part of the tutorial, which is getting it online so that way you can go ahead and play with your friends. Okay, so first off, you're going to want to return back to your browser, and you're going to want to go here and type a series of numbers, which will be 192.168, and it could be .0.1, or it could be 1.1, or it could be 1.0. It could be one of those, as far as I believe, but mine is this, 1.0, 0.1, 1.1, or 1.0, or 0.1, 0.0, etc. Just try it. If not, you're going to have to look at your router for it. And, yeah, I'll have a picture on screen to show you how I ultimately ended up getting to my router in the first place before I found out this. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and continue. And of course I don't have internet. Let's turn that back on. So now obviously connect. That should connect, which will Allow me to re-roll, and now you should get to this. Now, admin and password should be your router stuff. But if not, then it's obviously either a different username or a different password, or both, or one or the other. But yeah, mine is admin, and then I think that's it. Yep. And you're going to want to go ahead and find port forwarding. Now, it's probably in your advanced. Me, I have a Netgear thing here, but you just want to find port forwarding somewhere in your settings. Okay? And all you're going to want to do is you're going to want a service name. Mine is my MC server. You're going to either have an option for both TCP or UDP, or them separate. Now, if you have an option for both, then you only need to do this step one time. And then you need to also, for the internal IP address, you need to go here, type CMD, press enter, and then type ipconfig in the new window that just popped up. And you want to grab your IPv6 or IPv4 address. Uh-oh. Whoa. I clicked the wrong button. It's all good. Okay, so for me, it has all of them filled out except for the last number. But you're gonna need this whole address if it doesn't provide it for you already. And then just leave it alone. Now, like I said, for people that don't have the both option, you gotta do it for TCP, hit apply, then go ahead, add another custom service, UDP, and all the other ones are the same. Just like so. Invalid service name. Ooh, well, basically, just name it something else. But yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and edit this. Oh. Okay. Boom. Edit. Make sure it's TCP, UDP for both. And boom, now it's both. And now your port forwarding is done. You can close that out. And then you're going to have to look up my IP. That should be it. Once that port forwarding is set up, pretty much any server that you make or run on your computer here they'll be able to connect to it. So I would recommend like turning it on and off at times when you need it or not, or just giving it out to one friend that only plays sometimes, and then, you know what I mean, whatever, just get on a schedule or whatever. When you know they're not playing, you can run another server, blah blah blah, whatever. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to like the video, leave a comment if I missed anything, or if you need help, because if you need help, I could also help out with that as well. But yeah, so now to wrap it all up, I'm gonna go ahead and hold up, minimize and delete that because I don't need that no more. And I'm gonna run my own server. So start server bat. Really doesn't name what you name your batch file as long as it starts what it needs to. And then direct connect localhost. Connection refused, no other. What? Oh yeah, because I'm port forwarding now. That's right. I gotta type in my IPv4. 192.168.06. And boom, it should let me connect. And boom, here's my world that me and my friend play on together. It's actually a pretty decent world. I like it. I'm getting frame rate choppiness, which honestly I don't understand why, because whenever I throw this game into full screen, I have no like choppiness. But it says it's like 59 to 60 frames, yet I can feel the stutter when I move around. But that's besides the point. If you guys only have a limited amount of RAM, I wouldn't recommend doing the 4 gigs of RAM. I currently have 4 gigs allocated to Minecraft and 4 gigs allocated to my server, so that's like 8 gigs of RAM. It shouldn't get that high, but as in a point that it does, then might be bad news for my world. So I'd recommend, like, you know what I mean, doing anything that's balanced that you know you won't really overstep. Me, I haven't overstepped my 4 gigs or 8 gigs total that I'm putting towards Minecraft, so yeah. Anyways, like I said though, if you guys did enjoy, be sure to, you know, leave a like. And also, you know, subscribe if you want. Don't matter to me, honestly. I'm just doing this for, I mean, fun. But shit, could be a cool little, like, I guess, job, would you call it? I don't know. Anyways, that's how you create your own server. And go ahead and, you know, get it open to your friends if that's what you choose. But yeah, it's been Visxosity. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.